Hey, Robin.
I don't know. I like what he does with his hair, but in the face, he's really not that cute.
That's your opinion.
Billy Idol, not a big deal. Now,
It's a huge deal.
Billy Squire, that's a big deal.
Kelly, don't you think y'all get home? It's dark outside.
It is getting dark outside. You might want to go.
I know a shortcut. It's through the factory.
That place is spooky. I would not go through there.
I've been there 1,000 times. I've been fine.
All right, Kelly. I'll see you tomorrow. Be careful.
I will. Bye.
all we...
Yeah, I understand, and
I need some updates. How far have you guys gotten? I need some answers.
well, as you know, our work hasn't been successful in creating enhanced soldiers so far, even under Dr. Frazier. But we did make a discovery when we found some of the doctor's old notes and research papers. In his notes, he talked about Adam and Eve and the new gene. So, Dr. Dimmick and I implemented the doctor's research about 12 years ago. And at first, we didn't understand what he had discovered or why he hid this information, and we still don't know why.
If you don't know what you discovered, why are we here wasting time?
General.
What she means is that we don't know why Dr. Frazier hid this information, but we do know what we learned from his research.
Yes, we do know. You see, genes themselves need instructions for what to do, where, and when to do it. Things like stress, anxiety, and many other life's problems will have our bodies releasing biological compounds to attack our bodily cells, genes, and immune system, which leaves hereditary scars passed down from generations. Now, the doctor's research has shown through epigenetics that gene activity can be altered without changing the DNA sequence and can be controlled.
So, what does all this mean? Just give me the results, not the process.
In short, the results are a reduction in aging, living longer through most of the conditions and pollutions that make us age today.
So you said you implemented his research 12 years ago? So you have physical proof?
Yes, we have a 12-year-old who still looks 8 but has the capacities of a 12-year-old.
Bring her in.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Dimmick, you can stay. Now, doctor, you worked with Dr. Frazier longer than Dr. Lozado, but you never knew about his research?
No, sir. I told Lozado that his research didn't give us what we needed to create an enhanced soldier and to stick to protocol.
You're a wise man, doctor. So you know what to do. And make sure you destroy all of his research and get me my soldier, or I will find someone who will.
Sir, if you don't mind me asking, why would you destroy all of the research? I mean, it sounds like they were onto something big. Something that could change the world.
That's what Dr. Frazier said.
Wait, are you telling me you already knew about this research?
Oh yes, he presented it to me years ago, and I presented it to the board.
Board? What board are you talking about?
Lieutenant Summers, there are things that are put into play to finance what we do. Suppose that doctors started curing diseases and cancers using natural elements. What do you think would happen to pharmaceutical institutes, medical universities, the stock market? The economy thrives on these things, and so do the millions of people who have a stake in them, including government officials. So now if you have everyone living longer and healthier, what do you think is going to happen if the medical facilities shut down, insurance companies fold, universities close because the demand for doctors is no longer there? And what about the investors? Lieutenant Summers, we don't want to change the world. We want to control it.
Would you like some ice cream? Good. Sounds good.
They're gone.
What? Gone? But they didn't.
Amelia, the general had an emergency and he had to leave. Look, why don't you take Ashley and get her something to eat? Are you hungry?
Yes.
We'll meet up later and we'll talk about it.
Come on, let's go, Ashley. So,
The general wasn't interested in the research you found. He made it clear he only wants his soldier. If we can't do it, he'll find somebody who can. Look, I know what you're thinking and I understand your frustration, but we've got a job to do.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll tell you what. Why don't you bring by all Dr. Frazier's notes and research papers by the lab after everybody leaves today, and maybe we can work on both projects together.
Are you serious?
Sure, why not? We've seen the results firsthand. Let's see where it takes us.
Okay.
Hey, looks like everyone left early today.
Is that Dr. Frazier's research?
Yes.
Is that everything?
Yes.
Go ahead and close the door so we don't get a surprise visitor.
Yes.
Shoot!
No!
Amelia, don't touch! Don't touch
No!
touch
No,
it!
we have to save it! We have to save it!
Amelia,
calm
down! Amelia, calm down! Lieutenant Summers, here's Frazier's work. I had to make it look like an accident.
Is this all of it?
Yes.
No copies were made?
From the devastation she displayed, no, and I didn't see her make any copies.
Well done. What about the little girl?
I'll take care of that too.
Be sure that you do. Is there something else?
Amelia called and wanted to know Dr. Frazier's daughter's name.
And?
I told her and I asked her why, and she didn't say. It's probably nothing.
It's always something. And I'm sure you'll let me know.
Yes, Lieutenant General.
Lieutenant General Summers, I have the intel you requested on Alex Frazier. I'm sending it now.
She didn't have that case before she went in there. She must have gotten that case from Alex. I have a job for you. It's Dr. Lozado.
I haven't wrote in a while, but I don't know who to trust, so I'm writing in here. Somehow the general knows the gene wasn't terminated.
He ordered that I stop the research and terminate the subject and to get him his soldier. This gene is like the life we were designed to have from the time of Adam and Eve.
Something happens to me
No
in
depression,
my research,
no illness,
there's one gene that
a
holds
life
the fate of
expectancy
humanity.
beyond the ones we
If
have.
this journal is found in time, find the gene before they do. Hello? Hello?
Dr. Bennett, here are the reports that you asked for, sir.
Thank you, Rose. Rose, I appreciate you getting all that together. I know I'm asking a lot.
No problem, sir. Thank you.
Amelia, where are you? Are you in the building? Are you sick?
No.
Well, you need to get in here so we can figure...
Brooks, just listen. Pick me up at the back of the cafeteria.
You mean now?
Yes. And hurry.
Amelia, what's going on?
I got it.
Got what? What are you talking about?
Remember Alex? She gave me a case that belonged to her father, and guess what?
He had copies of his research.
No, even better. Remember he was talking about that one gene?
What? What are you talking about?
Well, Gene is a person that is 50 years old.
What? What are you talking about?
I think Alex knows because as I was leaving, I saw the same girl in the photo.
Amelia, slow down. I have no clue what you're talking about.
You know, I need to send Alex the photos of the girls from her father's case. So she can see.
Amelia,
it's the same
Amelia,
girl
what's
in
wrong?
the
Are you
photo.
okay?
You know, I don't think Dr. Frazier died from natural causes.
Amelia, you're talking crazy now.
I have to go.
Amelia, wait! Amelia!
No, I have to find
Amelia.
Gene before they do.
Hey, who is that? Amelia, wait!
Dr. Dimmick, where is Dr. Lozado?
I don't know. At home, I guess.
You were supposed to let me know when you knew something.
Know what?
Dr. Dimmick, do not take me for a fool. I know Lozado didn't come to work today, and she called you to meet her. So I'm going to ask you one more time. Is there something you want to tell me?
She went to see Alex, and she got some case with some notes and some pictures that Dr. Frazier had mentioned about the gene.
What else?
It appears that the gene is a living human being in her 50s.
Ah. So that's what was in their case. Is there anything else?
She was talking so fast, I couldn't understand her, and then she left.
And
I didn't tell anybody, and I won't.
you are a wise man. I told you, there's always something else.
You know that job I had for you? Well, it appears Dr. Frazier has one gene that he's released into society. And Dr. Lozado has her identity in a black case. I want you to retrieve it and then terminate them both. And call me when it's done.
Excuse me, Amelia. Amelia Lozado?
Dr. Amelia Lozado?
Sorry, Doctor. I am Detective Daniels, and this is Detective Lorenzo.
Detectives?
Do you know Alex Frazier?
Well, yeah. What's this about?
When's the last time you seen or talked to her?
About 2 days ago.
So you seen her 2 days ago and called her several times yesterday?
Well, yeah, I've been trying to reach her. She hasn't returned any of my phone calls. Why are you all asking me these questions anyway? Oh, something happened to her, didn't it?
Dr. Lozado, you need to come with us so you can answer a few more questions, please.
Okay.
Now, what I don't understand is the purpose of you going to visit Miss Frazier. We went back 3 years on her phone records, and there were no calls from you. Then you show up, call, and the next day she's dead.
Well, I hope you don't think I did it.
No, I didn't say that. But I do think you can help us find out who did and why.
I don't know.
But you knew something. And I quote, you said something happened to her, didn't it?
You see that right there? It says you knew something was going to happen. That's why you showed up and called.
What type of work do you do for the government? Is this somehow business related? Blackmail?
We know you and Dr. Frazier work for the same company. Was it your job or someone at your job? Is that why you went to meet Miss Frazier?
Now, you might want to tell us. Because if that happened to her, you could be next.
General Redrick, when will our soldiers be ready? A lot of funding has gone into this operation over the years, and we still have nothing to show. The board is getting impatient.
Senator Brown, it took 2 years for the first atomic bomb to be created and detonated, and that was using raw materials. Now we're talking about rebuilding a human being of flesh and blood, gene sequence, and a brain a lot more complex than using raw materials. We're talking the evolution of soldiers.
General, with all due respect, the best evolution is our technological weaponry.
Senator Brown, with all due respect, no matter how good the technology, there will always be the need for boots on the ground, gathering intel, extractions, assassinations. And when the soldier behind the weaponry, tanks and so forth, is more responsive, quicker to analyze a situation, and more precise at hitting targets, then your technology will be that much greater. So keep this in mind. Your equipment is only as good as the operator. Summers, tell me something good.
It seems Dr. Frazier slipped one of his products through the cracks.
Spare me the theatrics. What are you getting at?
The doctor has had all of his research that you want to destroy walking around for 50 years. But don't worry. Lozado has all of the information that we need, and I have a shadow to extract it and then terminate them both.
Well, let's hope our shadow gets to her before this whole operation blows up in our face.
Good morning.
Morning.
Have you talked to Dr. Lozado yet?
No, but I was hoping that you had.
With everything that's happening, it just doesn't look good.
Yeah, I was up all last night tossing and turning, thinking we should have followed her anyway.
Me too. You know what? Let's go pay her a visit.
Okay.
Dr. Lozado? Dr. Lozado, are you here? Dr. Lozado? Detective Daniels and Detective Lorenzo, are you here?
You do know you're going to have to get a replacement for Lozado to help Dr. Demick. Maybe we need to look for someone outside the U.S., someone with years of training in genetic research.
Outside the U.S.?
Haven't you heard? Desperate times call for desperate measures, and right now we are desperate.
Daniel, in here!
Of course, once it is finished, there has to be an accident. We can't let them leave the U.S. with that knowledge. That information cannot get into the wrong hands.
Hello? I got the case. We got the case.
You know when they say we only have one gene? They lied.
There's more than one gene?
What? More than one? This can't be happening. Tell her we'll pay no matter the cost. Just make it happen. Kill them! Kill them all!